So hi, my name's Glenn Brace. I'm the head of studio for Elevation. So one of the founding tenets of Elevation was to create a studio and culture that very much prioritized a healthy sense of well-being. It's really important, but because we knew we were remote, it was really important that we kept the collaboration together, we kept communication open, and we kept that sort of human interaction. So we've done a few things, put a few things in place. So big shout out to Miro. Miro's a fantastic tool. If no one's used it, then go check it out. It's brilliant. But we use Miro and a kind of system where we got rid of meetings. So when you're in a physical studio, it's good to have meetings. You have a physical space, you can figure things out, you can do things, you can juggle plates. But when you're remote, it's easy for isolation to happen. And it's easy for decisions to get made in isolation. People get left out, and that are all problems that people are faced with remote working. Mentoring takes a hit as well because you don't have the osmosis from people around. These are all problems that we set out to resolve and flip on the head. And I think we've done a pretty good job on that. So what we do, we got rid of meetings. There's no meetings in Elevation per se. So we have open channels. And the goal is we're putting the emphasis on the team and the talent. Whether you're junior or senior, it's responsibility on the individual to put themselves into the position of information. So channels are split up by features. So right now we have a sprint and we have a channel to do with the player character and the full body motion. We have a channel to do with the level design. We have a channel to do with various other features. And the point is, if you're working on those, then you go to that channel. And if there's a meeting or a review or any feedback with said feature, that's where that happens. So what we've done, we've created a very open, almost like drop in, drop out chat rooms that run concurrent with the sprint, the dev. So because they're all labeled, anyone in the team can jump into any one of those. There's no barriers or walls. What that's done is that's changed how we work massively. So how seniors behave, how like every bit of feedback or decision making should be described and qualified because everyone's there to understand why. It means junior people are very empowered. They can see everything from what they're doing to the decisions from the game top down, from directors to seniors, from leads down to what they're doing themselves. So it's very transparent, which is great, but also it means you have to spend a lot of time on communication. So upfront investment on that alignment and comms is something we've decided to bite off and chew. So sometimes you think, it takes a bit of time, things are a bit slower, but they're not, because we're investing in that alignment. What we find is actually the results we get are as expected. So by shifting that effort into comms and good alignment, we're actually getting better software, better milestones that, as expected, we're hitting deliverables that we want to see. It's not we go back, redo, that's not quite what I was thinking. I think the other thing that's been really beneficial is actually mentoring. I think having these chat rooms, it gets rid of a lot of barriers, but I think the best thing is we've seen improv workshops pop up. Like, can you sort of just go in and do this? And how's that work? I go, I'll just grab the screen, do that. And then someone else is watching, I didn't know you could do that. Oh yeah, no, you do this, that. And then they go, let's take a moment to do a little bit on block out of level design. And we're seeing a lot of like coders and other disciplines learning other disciplines that you wouldn't get in the studio naturally. So the cross-discipline crossover is more than ever. And I think actually even I've learned so much in the last year from other disciplines I'm not normally exposed to just because I can, which is amazing. So culture-wise, I think we're very connected. We do have off-sites, we have socials, and we try and keep those just as that because we do work a lot together as social. And one thing we've been amazed with is we've gone from like 2 people, myself and the producer who started the studio, to soon to be about 33, and in a matter of months. And when we actually met in person, there was no crazy surprise, as in it was the people we thought they were. So it's great. A lot of people think the video is like a barrier, you don't quite get to know someone, but you know what, we met in person and we just picked up and carried on from where we left on the last call. So it proves it does work. So